But yeah, one thing I can say about that, Kendall, is there's not one time I can't say that I didn't deserve the beating per se, or as much as there wasn't something I learned. I definitely learned something, or even if I didn't learn anything from all the other reasons, I remember Mom one time I had stolen some gum. And the thing was, I didn't just steal the gum. Like, she caught me with, like, the wrappers, which means I had gotten good at stealing the gum.
Yeah.
And she was just like, and the thing was, she got caught. Like, I got caught, but she was the adult. So she said, "Ma'am, we saw your son pocket something." "Oh, Mom, not my child."
You have no idea.
Oh, man. I just remember her she was like, "Oh, that's what we're going to do? That's what we're going to do?" And I won't forget that lesson. She said, "If you lie, you will cheat. If you cheat, you will steal. And if you will steal, you will kill. And you clearly have already stolen, which means you've lied and cheated. And before we get to killing, I'm going to nip it in the bud now." Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how old I was.
Oh, man.
But forget the beating. She taught me that. She taught me that, like, sins will build up on one another. The bad things we do build up on one another. So
it was the words that stung you.
It was the words. More so than that beating. I promise you. It was the word. Lie, cheat, steal, kill. Darn.
And that's the difference, man. That's the difference between, getting a beat from your mama and whoever else, man. Your mama, you can feel how bad it hurts her to do that.
She don't want to do it.
You can feel how bad it hurt her too, even though she want to rip your little head off, but she just don't want to do it.
She don't,
because she love you so much.
She don't.
But she gonna tell you the whole time why she doing what she doing.
Yep. Will, you done did this to embarrass me.
And if you cry, she gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. If you don't cry, why you not crying?
Now come on and eat dinner. Oh, you can sit down.
Oh, that killed me right there. Oh, you can sit down.
Oh, you can sit down.
Oh, you can sit down. Man, look.
You thinking, right? You thinking about it, right? Like, nah, that ain't how this gonna fly. No, this ain't how it gonna fly.
And my mama, she was into the beating one kid because the other one did some wrong thing. She was into that. I had to get her out of that because I did one. She told me I prayed one time and she felt so bad she just walked out the room. I don't remember doing it, but thank you, Lord, that I'm anointed. But I just, that lady had the right hand of God. I'm telling you.
Sure did.
I'm telling you right now. She definitely did. Shoot, man, we're gonna switch gears right now. We're gonna keep it a rhythm. Let's go to another point. Let's go. Can you take me through your experiences at Wofford College? You're an alumna of Wofford College. Mm-hmm. Did you experience any forms of tension when you were around counterparts of another race? Of course, we're not going to do any, I don't even know if you know any names, but.
No, I don't want to, call anyone out. Because, if I do call somebody out, it means you really left the damn note in my mind of you.
Yeah.
But Wofford, small liberal arts school in the South.
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Yep, Spartanburg, South Carolina. And Spartanburg, depending on where you go, isn't the best place in the world. So Wofford was a community within a community. Mm-hmm. We called it the Wofford bubble. And so if you don't experience outside Wofford, your entire world can be Wofford real quick.
Okay.
And my experiences with white people weren't bad because I guess being at Dutch Fork or whatever else happened in my life, I kind of numbed myself to what I didn't know the word then, but what I learned in college. I guess white privilege. Mm-hmm. Those are some aspects of that.
Talk about that.
And so what I found out was talking to other black people on my campus. there were things that pained them that didn't pain me. You know, I'm the kind of guy, you know, dish it out per se, have the conversation, I'll hurt your feelings, or I'll listen to you. For other people, it was different. So I guess I got three major stories. They aren't significant, but there are three stories that come to my mind. One story was I was at a frat house, and the name of the fraternity was Kappa Alpha Order, and I'm not going to call that organization racist, but they get that rep because one of their founders was Robert E. Lee.
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not. I in my conscience, I won't say that the organization itself is racist. I won't say that the gentleman in the organization is racist. I will say
Robert E. Lee. You won't say the organization is racist?
Look, man. Mind you, I majored in history. Okay.
Degreed up. All right, I got you. All right. Respect.
One of the things we realized about the Civil War is the Civil War was fought over the politics of slavery. Mm-hmm. Cannot argue that. Mm-hmm. But we also know that people felt a sense of duty by their heritage and where they were from. Robert E. Lee was from Virginia. That's why he fought for the South. And the thing about it is, a lot of the generals were all friends. They all went to school together. They all went to college together.
Right. Buddy.
So, yeah. Even if a general fought for the Union, him and, you know, Lee is like they were at the Citadel together.
Right.
They were at West Point together. They were at VMI together. So, you know, that's... It'd be wrong of me to say the organization is racist now. That's just my opinion. But it goes deeper because Wofford College, the chapter, is the Delta chapter, if I'm not mistaken. And that means that was the fourth chapter in existence. So they have some serious roots in terms of, you know...
So this goes back.
Being against certain aspects of black development. Again, I'm not going to say that... Because I knew some of the guys, had class with them, shared the conversation, understood things. And I remember I was there one night, and there was a girl that I thought I knew.
Right.
Clearly did not. And I took her beverage out of her hand, you know, and I handed it back, but apparently I startled her, and a white guy comes out of nowhere, like with his elbow on my chest, and mind you, I'm a relatively big dude. Like, what?
He is. Y'all can't see him, but y'all, yeah.
Like, I'm a
little hefty now. Alright, it's nothing to play with.
I'm a relatively big dude, and I'm sitting here like, what is this?
There's a lot of bust your ass over there.
And so I'm like, I ain't. So I literally sit on like the arm of the couch they got in the frat house. It's dark. I'm sitting on the arm. I'm like, look, I said her name like I know her. I know her. I said her name. Look, I know her, right? And he was like, you're not a brother. You're not this. You're not that. And then another dude comes up that I know, and I say, hey man, can you help moderate this conversation? Because I'm sitting here like, he's clearly yelling at me. I'm sitting down, and I don't recall yelling back. He listens to his brother, comes back, and says, Glenn, you can't do stuff like that. And I was like, what was the purpose of you coming here to help me?
Well, hold on. Why you take the drink, Glenn?
I was just trying to talk to the girl, man. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in my right mind.
Now, we're going to get to a point of what our mamas always told us growing up. Don't you fool with them girls.
Don't you fool with them girls. Yeah, well,
the point is,
I didn't know her that well.
And I know that, you know what I'm saying, for my white listeners as well, too, it's nothing, we are not racist in any way, shape, or form. But there is a rule that we are still with coming up because of how black men specifically, were treated and pertaining to white women. They were, you know, just like the Emmett Till case and everything like that, where they would lie in order to get you killed.
Oh man, the fact that she lied, that whole story.
They would entice you and everything like that to get you to a point where, and honestly, those are very interesting points that you brought out, man. Honestly, they are.
But the story go on, and so I don't know. I guess I leave the house willingly, mind you. Man, I can tell you so many stories about Wofford. Man, it ain't no joke, man. Because I willingly leave the house. The next day, I go to like. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna tell you how I got in the house. Okay, so I got in the house because they have pledges. They have new member candidates that regulate who comes in and out the house, right? Oh yeah, who comes in and out? But see, things about Wofford.
They have to rush, right?
After they have to rush, go through all that, and so
I remember the guys would ask me that one time. Dude, you want to rush, bro?
You want to rush?
You want to rush Kappa Sig? I said, what the Kappa Sig? Hell no, man.
And so
rush these nuts.
So I'm established. I'm at Wofford. I got enough clout. I actually did have clout. I was Mr. Wofford, which is equivalent to like Homecoming King.
Mr. Wofford. I got Mr. Wofford on the show, y'all.
Yeah, I was Mr. Wofford.
I got Mr. Wofford.
So that's some things that went to my head.
Yes, sir.
It's not Mike. Stop. Shut up, man. So unfortunately, because Wofford's so small, that sometimes there's an influx of black people from the community, which doesn't mean they're from another college. So when that happens, you get protective of your shit because they're unknown and they look suspect. And they're just black people looking for fun. But the point is, I get to the table. I comply. I was like, y'all need to see my ID. Here's my ID that says I'm a Wofford student.
Okay.
Here's the back, which is a sticker that you got to pay for, which allows me to come to the Greek Village.
Charges.
Then these motherfuckers say, name 5 brothers.
What? And
so the thing is, the institution. I'm not bashing my school.
I'm kind of getting appalled at the fact that they call themselves brothers
because they're new member candidates.
Wow.
Because they're not quite there yet, but they're intermediate, but they're still at the bottom of the totem pole, but clearly they're instructed by the older ones to say, name 5 brothers.
Sound like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Even though I had that, so this is before I get into so clearly I didn't need to be there because it's like name 5 brothers, but I had clout.
What was your black ass doing?
So I had clout. So I was so angered and I was so pissed. I was like, you want me to name 5 brothers, and I just showed you I'm a Wofford student, that I pay tuition and I go to this institution. And I know I'm not entitled to be in your house, but you really want this. And whatever kid, because he was like a freshman, so whatever kid was sitting there in front of me, I let him have it. Because I'm not like everybody. I'm not going to walk away. I'm not going to punch you in the face. And I'm going to go above and beyond. And I probably named like 10 brothers in that organization in that fucker's face. And so the next time I went there, I'm pissed now.
That's some cold shit.
I literally named 10 brothers, and I said, here's the first brother, he's this. Here's the second brother, he's this. Here's the other brother. Guess what? Oh wait, he's a freshman online with you. And I went in, and they were like,
on his ass.
Next time I show up, he's good. No, I know him. He's good. And they see my big black face with my beautiful smile, my happiness coming up. Oh no. He's good. So that was one experience. But to go back to the girl in the situation, on sober terms, because I was intoxicated, which means there was room for error. I admit that. Because there was room for error. Is that I found out what happened. The guy who had his elbow in my chest was the girl's boyfriend.
Whoa. So
that changes things. So at first you can think race really matters in this situation, which unfortunately I believe it did. It made it worse.
Hold on. It made it worse. Keep that in your head. It made it worse.